Today we continue with time under tension, but we're going to continue it with twist. And twist doesn't always mean you're twisting your body. It could mean a twist in the muscle fibers that are being activated. So you could take muscles from the right side of your body and shift it over to your left, and that becomes twist. So we're going to work on different forms of twist. We're going to actually twist the body we are going to activate patterns of the body that activate twist. And you'll see what that feels like. Either way, time under tension is keeping the body under tension the whole time that we're working. Instead of trying to figure out how to get the minimum in, we're trying to do the maximum. So instead of just flexing the arm where it's easy right at the top, you're gonna keep it on the whole time. You're gonna bend the arm, keep the muscle on the full time, all the way to the top and all the way back down, because it's really easy to cheat. I initiate the motion, then I use what's called inertia, and I carry it to the top and I relax the muscle and almost nothing's happening. And then on the way down, I'm almost using the minimum fibers. We're gonna do the maximum all the way up and all the way down through full ranges of motions throughout the body. And this is where we start. Feet parallel. Get this straightened out. Feet parallel, like you're on a set of skis. You're gonna push down big toe, corresponding metatarsal head, outer four toes, and the corresponding metatarsal heads, especially that little toe, and finally your heels. 1/3 the weight through your toes, 1/3 the weight through the balls of your feet, 1/3 the weight through your heels. You're gonna slightly bend your knees. You're gonna externally rotate your knees. And then we're gonna check to see if the feet are hips width apart by going, here's your ASIS, here's your pubic symphysis. Midway in between is your hip joint, and having the two hips being hips width apart. Abs are nice and tight. We're gonna start creating time under tension as your quads go on, your calves go on, so your legs are on. Then your abs are gonna go on. Then we're gonna start with the pelvic floor, first chakra. We're gonna activate it. Second chakra is lower abs. Third chakra is your upper abs. You're gonna fire all that up. You're gonna draw your shoulder blades down and back, get your head over top of your body. Keep the toe engagement, quad engagement, abs nice and tight. And then we're gonna do sit-ups. You're gonna suck in your tummy as hard as you can, make it go away, and then relax. Suck it in and relax. Keep sucking that tummy in. We're trying to create shape change. So really draw that tummy in. It's easy not to do. It's easy to clench your butt. Don't clench your butt. Draw your abs in as deep as you can. You're gonna feel your lats fire up. Those are the muscles on the back side of your body. Draw your shoulder blades down and back. Keep sucking in that tummy. Smiles are up. Keep breathing. And now we're gonna do contralateral. So you're gonna bring this rib cage to your left hip. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. These are gonna use your obliques now. Keep breathing, keep sucking in that tummy. Smiles are up. And now bring your left rib to your right hip. You're pulling through, you're creating that twist, sucking your tummy. Time under tension, that means your legs are working, your calves are working. Suck in that tummy. Keep breathing. Change the shape of your abdomen. And then now you're gonna lean back. And as you do, you're sucking in your tummy. As you arch backwards, suck it in. Suck it in. Abs. And then you're gonna arch to the left, arch to the right. Keep your abs engaged. You're using the posterior portion of your obliques, so your tummy's still sucking in because the obliques are your abs. Suck in that tummy as you go side to side. Keep breathing. Smiles are up. Okay, and then now we're gonna take it into full rotations of the upper body. And now you see, in order to move your head off midline, the abs have to be engaged. So that first, second, third chakras are fired up, your butt's relaxed. This is in case you're dodging bullets in the matrix. And then go in the opposite direction, suck in that tummy. Keep breathing. It's learning to work through the abdomen instead of ancillary parts of your body like your butt or your knees. Throughout this class, I'm going to ask you to work through the muscles and not through the joints. So you're going to activate through activating big muscles instead of trying to work it through your joints. And your spine is a giant joint. Abs are nice and tight. We're just going to go front and backwards now. Suck in that tummy. Try to change the shape of your abdomen. Keep breathing. Don't clench your butt. Make sure you're not clenching that butt. Smiles are up. Okay, arms come to your side, your feet are still parallel, abs are engaged. We're gonna do our butt clap run. We're looking for that X in our clothing as you suck in your tummy as hard as you can. That's why when I ask people, what are you doing by running? Are you doing it for fitness or are you doing it to be a running athlete? Because the motivation is very different. If you're doing it for fitness, I'll have them run shorter, but I'll have them activate more muscles, which isn't necessarily of benefit if you're going to be a running athlete. And if they're going to be a running athlete, we're going to try to figure out how to do it, wasting the least amount of energy. So on this one, I want you to do maximum burnout, suck in your tummy, try to change the shape of your abdomen as we go into elbows up. Suck in that tummy. Create that crisscross with your clothing. Abs are nice and tight. Suck in your tummy, because if your clothing's doing it, your abs are doing it. Elbows down, suck in that tummy. Suck it in even more. Elbows up, smiles up. Elbows down, and now hip circles. Circles come from your hips, not from your knees, not from your neck. Keep your tummy sucked in. And then go in the opposite direction, sucking that tummy in, moving from your abs, not from your butt, not from your knees. Okay, good. We're gonna just roll out the feet just to get things warmed up. Feet are parallel. Always keep your feet parallel in this class unless I tell you to do otherwise. Roll out your feet. Remember, peak predators keep their feet parallel. And if your feet start turning out, you're not on the peak anymore. This also keeps you competitive at work because it's a huge amount of body language. Abs are nice and tight, feet are parallel. Suck in your tummy. Smiles are up. You're rolling your heel. Lateral aspect of your foot. Ball of your foot, your toes. Remember, leadership starts out with posture. So if your posture starts breaking down, so are your leadership skills. So feet being parallel are one of the greatest signs of being able to move forward or to lead. Okay, bend both knees, abs are nice and tight, suck in your tummy, knees are over tops of your feet. You're moving from your hips versus your knees. Abs are engaged, suck in that tummy. Smiles are up. Keep those feet parallel. And we're gonna take it back behind us. Legs go straight once again, abs are nice and tight, you're sucking your tummy, you're rolling out your feet, keeping them parallel. Suck in that tummy, smiles are up. Ah, yes, get out anything that feels sore, keep your abs engaged. Now bend that front knee. The foot will go back further behind you, abs are nice and tight. Keep those feet parallel, this one's necessary for walking. Your target muscles are now your quad and your butt. Keep your abs engaged. Smiles are up. And then just switch sides. Abs are nice and tight, chest is up, shoulder blades are down and back. You're rolling out your feet. Your feet are parallel. You're breathing, you're sucking in your tummy, jaws relaxed. Remember, the soreness you feel in your foot is not from this ball. It is from how you use your feet. Jaws relaxed, suck in your tummy. And then bend both knees. You're gonna continue. You're trying to use your hips, not your knees. Suck in that tummy. Smiles are up. Okay, straighten both the legs as you take your leg back behind you. You're rolling your foot out. Practicing parallel. Keep those feet parallel. Abs are engaged. Suck in that tummy. Ooh, that is sore. Oh, get it out of there if it's sore. It's from what you do. And then bend that front knee. So even though I know better, I get my own feet sore from clenching the ground instead of activating my abs. Smiles are up. Keep your abs engaged. This is time under tension. We're also activating twist. Good, go ahead, take your foot off the ball. See what stance feels like once again as you get your feet parallel. Your quads are on, your calves are on, abs, lats. You're standing up and you're being the Academy Award. I want that chest up, abs engaged, butt relaxed, hip circles once again. Suck in that tummy, make sure you're moving from your hips. Keep sucking in your tummy. Go in the opposite direction. Smiles are up. Good. We're gonna do a little bit of stretch. You're gonna need your block for this. The calf muscle, besides being the second heart, so funny to hear that said, your calf works as your second heart because it pumps all the blood from your calves to the rest of your body, from your lower extremity to your upper extremities. But the calf's very much responsible for upright posture, so we're talking about a lot of body language. So if you notice that your shoulders are starting to round and your belly's letting go, it's usually tightness in your calves and tightness in your butt, and that's what we're gonna work on. You're gonna put the block under the ball of your foot, abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy, feet go parallel and side by side. Suck in that tummy even more. Draw your shoulder blades down and back, suck your tummy in even more as you now pump your hips forward. Jaws relax, abs are nice and tight, suck in that tummy. First, second, third chakras are fired up. Make sure you're breathing. Suck in that tummy, smiles are up. Feel that stretch on your left gastrocnemius. Notice how the tension in your calf wants to make you turn off your abs. Don't turn off your abs. Notice how the tension in your calves make you want to round your shoulders. Keep your shoulder blades down and back with your ab tension. Suck in that tummy as you now step forward, hips forward, step back, hips back. So tension doesn't mean stress. If you've turned it into that, that's your own doing. Tension is a good thing. It's assets of the body we want to turn into power and translate into increased energy and productivity. So we got to know where it is and where it's not working for us and how to connect it back to our center. And that's why we do time under tension exercises. Keep breathing. Okay, the roller will go off to your right side. Block stays underneath that left foot as you cross your ankle over the top of your knee. Suck in that tummy. We are now stretching out your right glute max. You're continuing to stretch the calf muscle, but make sure that knee's over the top of your foot. Suck in that tummy. We're lowering down deeper. Chest goes up. Smiles are up. Suck in that tummy. Keep your pelvic floor on. Keep breathing. You should feel a deep stretch now in what's called your soleus. The soleus is a deep calf muscle. Suck in that tummy. Don't let it hang out. Just because you feel tension doesn't mean you let something go. Okay, straighten the leg out. We're gonna do a forward fold. This is opening up the calf muscle, so it is important that you feel this in muscles and not joints. If you feel this into a joint, that means you have to recruit more muscles. Tighten your calf muscle more, tighten your quad, tighten your abs, tighten your pelvic floor. Fire up your lats. Get it out of joints. Should be in muscles, especially now your gastrocnemius. Suck in that tummy. Keep breathing. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're gonna reach for the sky. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy, holding that balance. Just for fun, move your hips side to side, but keep your abs engaged. Notice as you do this, you want to shut off your belly. I want you to keep your belly on. Suck in that tummy. 9 and 10. Good. Let's switch sides. You're stretching out your right side calf. It's going to feel like it's shorter than your left one because it's not up to speed yet. Suck in your tummy. Once again, your abs get engaged, your shoulder blades go down and back because your calf is going to try to pull you into bad posture because there's so much tension in the calves. It's one of our most powerful muscles in the body because it's part of locomotion. That's how we walk and move. Suck in that tummy, abs are nice and tight. And now pump your hips forward. Make sure you don't load accidentally your low back. That means you've taken it out of the muscles and put it in the joints. And you're using the facet joints of the low back. I want you to keep everything in muscles. Smiles are up. Suck in that tummy. Really open things up. Okay, and then we're gonna cross. Cross, cross, cross. I think we have to put the roller off to the other side. Wow. You're gonna have a bend in your knee. Your knee is gonna be over the top of your foot. You're sucking in your tummy. Or is it off to the side? I cannot remember. Yeah, it's off to the left, sorry. Roller's off to the left. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy. You're trying to lower down. We're stretching out the soleus. Suck in that tummy. You're stretching out your left glute max. Deeper. Notice if one side was tighter than the other. Just a little longer, keep your abs engaged. Suck, 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 suck in that tummy as we now do a forward fold. Abs are nice and tight. Remember, we are stretching muscles, not joints, so get that work out of the joints. You do that by tightening up muscles and all the supporting structures instead of trying to relax away from the tension. And then come back up, hand goes over the top of your head, suck in your tummy. Ooh, fell off balance. And now hips go side to side. Suck in that tummy. You'll notice because your hips are in motion, your abs want to shut off. This is where we keep our abs engaged. And as you do, as you're walking, your abs get flatter. If you don't, your abs get rounder. That's just life. Smiles are up. And good. Go ahead and put your foot back down. So you're breathing now, and you should notice that it feels a whole lot easier to stand on your feet with your chest up. Suck in that tummy once again. We're gonna do sit-ups, but make sure your butt's relaxed. Suck that tummy in, and then release. Suck it in, release. Suck it in, release. Change the shape of your abdomen. Engage your core without engaging your butt, or your hands, or your mouth, or your neck. Okay, we continue with time under tension as we take our right leg forward, left leg back. Both feet are parallel, rear heel is off the ground, front knee is bent, you're pushing your hips back. We're gonna do sit-ups from here. So put your right hand on your right knee. Keep those feet parallel, especially that rear foot innie. Okay, now we're gonna do sit-ups. Chest is up, lats are on. Now suck in your tummy as hard as you can. Remember, our target muscles are our quad and our butt, even though we're engaging and working the abs right now. Suck it in, release, suck it in, release, suck it in, release, good. Keep that front leg bent, knee is over the top of the foot. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Stay in this position. Abs are nice and tight. We're gonna do sit-ups. This is weird because you're gonna use your target muscles, but you're gonna use your abs to pull you into it as you bring your left elbow to your right knee, sucking in your tummy. Like you got a band across your chest and you're trying to pull forward as that band is connected to a weight behind you that's strung over a tree. You're pulling it forward, sucking in your tummy. So woo, these are sit-ups. 3, 4, suck that tummy in. Make sure your knee and elbow touch. 5, abs, suck that tummy in, balance, knee over top of foot. 6, suck it in. 7, 8, smiles are up. 9, 10. So these were sit-ups, even though you feel your butt working. Okay, we're gonna switch sides. Right leg's back behind you, right heel's off the ground. Left knee is bent, left knee is over the top of your foot. You're gonna put your hand on top of your knee. We're gonna lean forward, stick your butt out. We're gonna do sit-ups, suck in your tummy, and then release. Jaws are relaxed, abs are nice and tight. Try to really change the shape of your abdomen. 6, 7, chest up. 8, 9, 10. Hold your abs on. We're gonna have that same pulling feeling. You're gonna bring your right elbow to your left knee as you're sucking in your tummy. Like something's attached to your chest trying to pull you backwards. You're pulling forward through this using your abs. 2, 3, suck in that tummy. 4, make sure the knee and elbow touch. 5, suck in that tummy. 6, 7, 8, suck it in. 9, 10. Good. Come back on 2 feet as I pick up my roller. Feel what it feels like to have engaged your butt and your abs. We're gonna do it again. We're gonna suck in the tummy. Suck it in, release. Suck it in, release. Change the shape of your abdomen. Or that's the only way to change the shape of your abdomen, is to actually change the shape of your abdomen. Suck in your tummy, smiles are up. Okay, here we go. Right leg forward, left leg back, abs are nice and tight. Now we're gonna work on the target muscles much more. You're gonna work the quad and the butt. We're gonna stabilize the abs now. So you're sucking in your tummy, you're holding. Arms go back behind you. Suck that tummy in. Your spine stays straight. You're working your butt and your quad, that's it. Abs are nice and tight, you're gonna hinge forward and then come back up. If you feel this in your low back, it means you're using your low back. Don't use your low back. Keep everything in muscles, not joints. Suck in that tummy. Nice and slow. That's 4. Abs. Hold that balance. 5, suck in that tummy. 6, slower. Abs more complete. 7, suck in that tummy. Knee over the top of the foot. 8, suck in the tummy, knee over the top of the foot, Annie. 9, smiles are up. 10, stay forward on this last one. You can put your hand on your roller. You're gonna lift up that rear leg. Abs are nice and tight. You're taking your right hand back behind you, left leg back behind you. Keep your right knee bent. Suck in your tummy. This is posterior portion of twist. So this is time under tension with twist. Your target muscles are still working, but your abs are working. 7, 8, 9, suck in that tummy, 10. Good, let's switch sides. Front knee is, there, little ball, get away from me. Front knee is bent, abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy. Knees over top of your foot, rear heel is up. Push your hips back, suck in your tummy. And here we go, time under tension. Our target muscle, our quad and our butt. 2, keep breathing. 3, 4, suck in that tummy. 5, 6, 7, suck in your tummy, abs are nice and tight. 8, good form, no pain in your low back. 9, work your muscles, not your joints. And that's 10. Stay in the most forward position, suck in your tummy. Okay, then we're gonna stay forward on this last one. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy, still working on those target muscles. You're gonna take that left arm back behind you, right leg, and you're gonna lift as you suck in your tummy. At no point should you feel this in a joint. It should stay in your muscles. Suck in that tummy. This is contralateral patterning to the rear. 7, 8, suck it in, 9, 10. Good, both feet back on the ground. Abs are nice and tight. Jaws relaxed. Sit-ups again. Suck it in, release. Suck it in, release. You guys are doing awesome. So this next thing is gonna be super, super easy, but I want you to do it super, super perfect. You're gonna take your left leg back behind you. Abs are nice and tight. We're gonna take a step forward, and what you're gonna do is you're gonna lift up. I'll go to the side, it may be easier to see. You're gonna lift up, toes being the last thing to leave the ground, and you're gonna pull it forward and then put it back down. Suck in your tummy, just like you're taking a step. Bring that knee to your chest, or as close as you can get it. You're using your abs, so these are sit-ups. Suck it in. 7, 8, 9, 10. See, super easy, but very important to practice. We're gonna do the opposite side. You're sucking in your tummy, you're remembering where your foot is, abs are engaged, you're leaned forward, and then you're gonna pull your knee to your chest. See how my toes stay pointed backwards? That's the key here. 3, 4, suck in that tummy. 5, suck in that tummy. 6, 7, 8, abs. 9, bringing the knee to the chest. 10, oops, forgot a little bit. That's okay. Abs are engaged. So we're gonna pick ourselves up with our abs. You're gonna go into what's called releve. Lift up, suck it in, and then lower back down. Lift it up, lower it down. Abs are nice and tight. We're creating a connection from our extremities to our core. So try to feel the twist, even though you're doing just a straight up, straight down motion. Suck in that tummy, especially at the top. 10, good. Now you're gonna go right leg forward, left leg back. You're gonna be high heel in the rear. Abs are nice and tight, you're sucking in your tummy. And here's where it gets interesting. You're gonna go high heel in the front. We're gonna lift lower first, so make sure your butt's sticking out. Suck in your tummy, abs engaged. Lift, lower, you should feel this in your butt, not in your calf. 6, 7, 8, abs. 9, 10. Keep your heel up. And here we go, we're gonna hinge forward, then come back out. 1, High heel on both feet. 2. Suck that tummy in. 3. High heel. 4. Bend the front knee. 5. Suck in that tummy. 6. Core on. 7. Bend that front knee. 8. You should feel this all in your butt. 9. One more. 10. Good. Let's switch sides. Right leg's back behind you. Left leg's out in front of you. Suck in that tummy. Abs are engaged. You're gonna lift, lower your heel. Make sure your butt's sticking out or pressure will go into your knee or excessively into your calf. Keep your butt sticking out, abs engaged. You should feel the work in your butt and your quad, not your calf. Suck in that tummy. Keep breathing. 8, 9, 10. Abs are nice and tight. Keep that heel up off the ground. Suck in your tummy, push your hips back. No excessive pressure into the knee. We're working muscles, not joints. Keep those hips going backwards. Suck in that tummy. 5, stick out that booty. 6, suck in that tummy. Keep that heel high. 8, 9, suck in that tummy, butt back. 10, good. Come back onto 2 feet. Hip circles. Suck in your tummy. By this point, your abs should be thoroughly on. Smiles are up. Go in the opposite direction. Good job. We're gonna come to the floor now. Ooh. We're gonna bend the knees first. We're gonna make sure the knees can bend. You used your quads, so we gotta make sure we can lengthen through the quads. Again, you shouldn't feel pressure in your knees. We're stretching muscle. If you don't feel it, if you feel it in your knees, contract your quads until it takes the pressure out of your knees. So that means maybe lifting up a tiny little bit in order to get the muscles to work instead of the knee joint to work. And with time, you can stretch down, let it release. Okay, we're gonna get our block. We're gonna get our ball. We're gonna put our block on top of the ball. And this interesting color scheme I picked today, which is blinding me out looking at the monitor, which probably is doing the same thing to you guys. You're gonna have a seat on top of your ball. The ball's gonna be midway between your pubic bone and your tailbone. This is important because it works the pubococcygeus muscle. It's a pelvic floor muscle, very important for keeping the integrity of the pelvic floor. In this position, we're gonna do sit-ups first. Suck in your tummy and then release. Suck it in, release. Just keep doing that. I know it's easy, that's why we're gonna make it hard. Keep your lats on, keep your head over the top of the ball. So if you could see me from the side, you would see that my head was still over the top of the ball and even side to side. Suck in your tummy. We're doing sit-ups just by sitting on top of the ball. Okay, keep that pelvic floor on. And now you're gonna grab your weights. Suck in your tummy. We're gonna do time under tension. You're gonna take your right hand back in front of you, left hand back behind you. I want you to rotate to your maximum first, and then you're gonna do a bicep curl and a tricep hinge as you suck in your tummy. 2, 3, suck it in. 4, 5, time under tension, so I want those ab muscles on, your arm muscles on. 7, 8, 9, 10, and you can go ahead and finish up. Suck in that tummy though, keep your abs engaged. You're trying to create body shape and not let gravity shape you. Gravity's a bad artist. Suck in your tummies, okay? And now we're gonna do the opposite side. Left arms forward, right hands back. You're gonna rotate, twist, suck in your tummy. As you lift, do a bicep curl and a tricep hinge. Adding a twist, sucking in your tummy. Keeping that lift going on. Abs are engaged. 4, 5, 6, suck it in, 7, 8. This is all the twisting we talked about. 9, 10, good, and rest. Keep breathing, hold that body shape, keep your head over the top of the ball. We're gonna do just a plain bicep curl. We're gonna go up, abs engage, and when you hit the top, your abs are on. Your pelvic floor is squeezing, but it should be doing it the whole motion. That's 1. Suck it in, 2. Keep your abs engaged, keep your pelvic floor on. 3, keep your lats on. 4, suck in that tummy. Smiles are up. 6, chest up. 7, abs. 8, 9, 10, and rest. You would think I would be really good at getting the last word in because I can get words in between counts, but I'm terrible at getting last words in. That's why when someone says something to me really mean, I'm like, well, the same to you. Smiles are up, chest is up, arms go back behind you, suck in your tummy, and you're gonna extend back behind you. Each time you're sucking in your tummy. This is an ab exercise, as well as working the triceps. Keep that pelvic floor on, head over the top of the ball. Suck that tummy in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, good. Keep your abs engaged, suck in your tummy, smiles are up. We're gonna do work above the heart now, so you're gonna take your arms out to your sides. Abs go on, very important. Shoulder blades are down and back by firing up your lats. We're gonna externally rotate. Suck in that tummy. This is working a small muscle called the infraspinatus. This one, if you could keep that one muscle strong, you will never have shoulder problems. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and one more for good luck because I probably screwed up the count. And rest. Chest up, shoulder blades down and back, head over top of the ball. We're gonna work the deltoids now. So deltoids can accidentally go into your neck. Keep the work out of your neck. Keep your abs engaged. Hands go over, out to your sides again. They're gonna go up over the top of your head. When you hit your maximum, your abs should be on to their maximum. Suck in that tummy. Squeeze. Smiles are up. Suck in that tummy. 4, 5, smiles are up. Don't let it go into your neck. 6, 7, 8, 9, abs. 10, rest. So you should feel your shoulders now, not your neck. So if you feel your neck, you accidentally used your neck. You should feel your abs though. Okay, we're gonna go through our funny walk with our arms. Your knuckles are leading. Try to keep your head over top of your ball. Abs are engaged, suck in your tummy. Smiles are up. Just take your arms wider now. Suck in that tummy. And even wider. These are working all the ranges of motions below the level of your heart, so these are important to work. Abs engaged. Don't let your abs shut off at all. And rest. So you should have felt your shoulders working because that was shoulder muscles that are working. Okay, above your head, we're gonna knock on a door. Knock, knock, knock. Knuckles lead. Abs are nice and tight. There should be no cracking or popping of any joints because you're turning on all the muscles and we're not working any joints. Smiles are up. Suck in that tummy. 4, 3, 2, 1. And now we're gonna do just these weird stretches. Just opening up the range of motion of the shoulders. There should be no cracking and popping. Your abs are involved. And good. Rest for a split second. Chest up, shoulder blades are down back, your abs are still engaged. You're just gonna roll your shoulders backwards. Just get in the habit of, I don't know. It's a very important skill. Suck in your tummy. So I went to a restaurant yesterday, I won't say its name. And they were so demanding that I show them a vaccine card or proof of non-COVIDness. And I was just like, I don't want to show you anything. You guys are being mean. And they're being so discriminatory. It was frustrating. So I kept going, I don't know, I am not having it. I don't have it, I don't want to show you. And I'm only doing takeout. I don't know why I have to show you. Suck in your tummy. So that's a place I will not go to again. Because even though this is a crazy time of COVID, it doesn't mean you have to be mean. Suck in your tummy. And good. Go ahead, put your weights down. We're gonna find out if you accidentally use your neck or not. Interlock your fingers behind your back, chest goes up, suck in your tummy, and move your head and neck around. If this feels super stretchy, it means you used your neck, like it's stretching muscles. Use neck muscles instead of core muscles and shoulder muscles. Keep your abs engaged. Suck in that tummy. And it's really interesting in that restaurant, the manager of the restaurant recognized me because I used to patronize the place a lot. And they're like, oh, welcome. And I'm like, no, don't really feel that way. Abs are nice and tight, suck in your tummy. So we're gonna open up to a nice loving spot inside ourselves as we're stretching out our neck. Keep your abs engaged. Good job. Okay, go ahead, release your arms. You're gonna take your feet out in front of you. We're gonna do some contralateral patterning, which we always do because it's just fun. But first we're gonna do homolateral patterning. Homolateral patterning is same side, same side. We're gonna keep our chest up nice and tall, and then you're gonna suck in your tummy. So this is homolateral patterning because nothing really moves. This is actually harder to get your abs to work in homolateral pattern. And that's why work postures tend to be homolateral. And that's why if you do a lot of work and you don't do much activity, you tend to get a belly. Suck in that tummy, release, suck it in, release, suck it in, release. Whereas contralateral patterning, you don't have to do much to get your abs engaged. So opposite hand, opposite foot, keep your head over top of the ball. Suck in your tummy. Smiles are up. Jaws relaxed. Just see what this feels like. Try not to move from your hips, move from your abs. So suck in your tummy more than you think. And good, rest. Chest up. This is just fun, hands and stick them up. You're gonna bounce on the ball. This strengthens your pelvic floor. Make sure you're not on your tailbone and you're in that midway position between your tailbone and pubic bone. Keep your pelvic floor tight, because if your pelvic floor feels bruised now, like you've been on a bike seat for too long, that means your pelvic floor is shut off. So tighten your abs and then bounce away as fast as you can. 4, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Forward fold, straighten your legs, head towards the ground, lift up the arches of your feet, turn your knees out, quads are on, first, second, third chakras are on, lats are on, and you're reaching for the ground by using your abs to pull you closer to the ground. Keep breathing. It always amazes me how much sweat can accumulate behind your knees from that little bit of knee bending. But it also says how little we bend our knees during the day, and then we expect them to do the right thing. Okay, hands go on your knees are bent. Stick out your booty. We're gonna do sit-ups here. Suck in your tummy and then release. Suck it in, release. Try to create shape change on that belly. Smiles are up. I don't know what it is with the clothing I wore or the lighting, but I look really dark. And I haven't gotten any sun. Suck in that tummy, release. Suck in the tummy, release. Okay, good. We're gonna head to the ground now. Coming back into kneeling first, just to see how your knees feel. They should be able to bend a whole lot better. Okay, we're gonna do sit-ups here. So you're just putting your hands on your thighs. If this is a little too much on your knees, you can sit on a block if you'd like, or a ball. You're just gonna suck in your tummy. We're not gonna do many, so you don't have to worry. 2, 3, change the shape of your abdomen. 4, 5, 6, shoulders back. 7, head over top of your pelvic floor. 8, 9, 10, good. Now you're gonna curl your toes under. Push your heels back. So if you feel too much pressure in those metatarsal heads, really push your heels back, and that'll stretch out your plantar fascia and the Achilles tendon into the calf muscle. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. We're doing our sit-ups again. Change the shape of your abdomen. That's what we seldom practice during the day, and then we wonder why when gravity sculpts us, we don't like what we get. Smiles are up. 9, 10, good. Go ahead and point your toes for the last time. Okay, we're gonna do sit-ups now. The ball's gonna go in the small of your back. Ball goes in the small of your back. Hands go back behind you. You're sucking in your tummy. I don't know if you can see it. There's a ball in the small of my back. We're gonna work on changing the shape of the abdomen. You're gonna just suck in your tummy and release. So you're gonna fire up anterior pelvic floor of the pelvic floor. That doesn't make sense. The anterior portion of your pelvic floor, drawing it into third chakra and then sucking in second chakra to pop the ball. So you're trying to change the shape of your abdomen. Not your mouth, not your shoulders, not your toes. Woo, look at that yawn, Annie. Abs are nice and tight, suck in that tummy. Keep your chest up. Suck it in. Once again, this is homolateral, okay? Keep your abs engaged. We're gonna hold that, arms go up. You're gonna do contralateral as you bring opposite foot to opposite hand. Suck in that tummy. Make sure your abs go in as you come up. 6. Suck it in. 7. 8. 9. 10. Go ahead and lay across the ball. Feel what it feels like to lengthen through your abdominals. We're gonna keep the abs on by keeping our feet pointed straight up. Don't let them turn out. Rock your hips side. Keep your abs engaged, first, second, and third chakras. Okay, sit back up again. We're gonna do it again. Okay, here we go. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking your tummy, opposite hand to opposite foot. Suck in your tummy. This is why walking done correctly should change your body shape. I had a friend who said he's gonna give up going to the gym just to walk properly, and it was amazing what he did to his body. Suck it in. And rest. You should feel your abs working now. So much so when we do this next part where you push up off the ball, off the ground, Let me get these weights out of the way. Okay, you're gonna push your butt up off the ground. Okay, hands and feet are off the ground. Butt's off the ground. You're going for a walk. Opposite hand, opposite foot, sucking that tummy. Woo! Nice. Yep. And arch over the top of the ball. You should feel your abs burning now, because that's a pretty intense ab activity. You're carrying the weight of your legs, you're carrying the weight of your torso, all things that the abs should be able to do, but we get out of the habit of doing. Okay, we're gonna sit back up again. Your legs are gonna be straight, your abs are engaged. Hands are back behind you, you're sucking in your tummy, and you're just gonna suck in your tummy. See what it feels like to create a shape change of your abdomen with your legs straight now. Don't clench your butt. This is not a butt activity. Okay, lean back against the ball. We're going for a walk. Opposite hand, opposite foot. Keep your abs engaged. Suck in that tummy, chest up. Keep breathing, keep sucking in that tummy. 4, 3, abs, 2, and 1. Arch over the top of the ball, rock from side to side. Okay, you're gonna put your butt up off the ground. We're gonna do this with our arms on the ground. We're not gonna try to do it lifting our upper body up. Legs are straight, abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. Keep your abs engaged. Your butt's not working at all, so don't clench your butt. You're just going for a walk from your abs. So you should feel this pull through your abs. Your feet should be parallel. If they're turning out, you're using a muscle called your psoas. We don't wanna use a psoas. Keep your abs engaged. Chest up, neck long. Keep breathing. Suck that tummy in. And good. All right, you can take the ball out from behind your back. Your feet are flat on the ground, your hands are back behind you. Don't let the work go through your wrists. Okay, so you're in this position. You're gonna lift your hips up. You're gonna tabletop your hips. Abs are nice and tight. You're sucking in your tummy. First, second, third chakras are fired up. You're just pushing your hips up. This time we are using your butt. But we're using the butt correctly. We're using it to do what's called hip extension. Keep your abs engaged. Don't let your belly stick out at the top, which is really easy to do because you're trying to get back extension instead of hip extension. Keep your abs engaged. Protect your back. And rest. Keep breathing. Okay, we push your hips back up again. Abs are nice and tight. You're gonna just straighten one leg and then back down. Straighten the other leg back down. This is a contralateral twist from the rear. Abs are engaged, even though there's no twisting motion of your body. Keep breathing. Smiles are up. Suck in that tummy. This is just fun. Keep those hips up. Higher, Annie. Get off that ball. And rest. Toes of your nose. You can touch your toes if you'd like. So we seldom use our backside muscles properly, and that's why we can get into a lot of troubles with our backside. Okay, we're gonna only try this a little. It's harder than you think. Your hands are gonna point out to the sides. So see how my fingers are pointing out laterally? You're gonna go up on your butt again. You're gonna push your majority of your weight over your feet. So your butt's off the ground, you're standing on your feet, your hands are coming out to the side. You're just gonna do opposite hand, opposite foot. Keep your butt off the ground, keep that balance. This is core stabilization. Smiles are up. Notice if one side's easier to do than the other. Good job, everyone. Just a few more. Few is 2. And rest. Good job. Stretch. So we really use the deep core muscles. We'd use them in contralateral motion or twist. And you're gonna notice your strange tightening pattern. So we're gonna make sure the hips can flex, which we're doing right now. And we're gonna do for a few more seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Now we're immediately gonna come into kneeling because that's knee flexion. Because when we feel tension across the center, we tend not to wanna bend our knees. Because it's a way of saving energy. Lift up nice and tall. You're just gonna lean back. Suck in your tummy. We got all sorts of bad habits hidden away in places we don't even acknowledge. Suck in that tummy. And then here we go. We're gonna go forward into a forward fold into child's pose. Suck in that tummy. Okay, you're gonna now go on your roller on your back. You have done a lot, and we have integrated many things into your central nervous system. We've activated processes that most of which we have forgotten about, some of which we've totally stopped using. Squeeze your shoulder blades down and back, feet are parallel, knees are over the tops of your feet as your feet are flat on the ground. And then you're gonna squeeze your shoulder blades down and back. Fire up first chakra, that's your pelvic floor. Close up third, and then suck in second chakra to get your spine against the roller and your navel closer to your spine as you draw your shoulder blades down and back with that latissimus dorsi muscle. And you're just gonna breathe. Just see what it feels like to balance. Feel what it feels like to inhale and exhale. Notice if you have a subtle shake or shimmy in there, try to balance that out until you find stillness. See if your toes can feel the ground. See if you can still feel that 1/3 the weight through your toes, 1/3 the weight through the balls of your feet, 1/3 the weight through your heels, or did you accidentally put it through your heels only? Notice if you're falling off to one side or the other, try to balance it in the center. You guys continue to stay on the roller. I'm going to sit back up again. So I had a less than favorable situation at a restaurant. And it was interesting how I came out of my reality, and my reality was a centered, of happiness, of joy, of going to a place I had been to before. Being confronted by things I didn't want to be confronted, and I had to sit there and ask myself, how did I create this reality? Because eventually, this lifetime is mine, so I have to figure out where I created a reality. And what I eventually did, took me a while, shouldn't have taken so long, but I finally got out of it, is I expanded into the reality that I wanted, which is openness, which was joy, which was the experience of food. So as you're laying on your backs, I want you to feel something. The feeling of allowing. That's where you're allowing all the goodness that's just raining down on us to actually permeate us and allow it in. Allow all the blessing, the abundance and prosperity, the health and the healing. Let it all come in. We choke things out because we experience something we don't necessarily like, but all we have to do is allow in what we want. Next thing you want to work on is presence. When it does show up, can you be present for it and just say thank you and be receiving? And this is one that's actually hard for me, is staying open. When you are given something, not setting up all the barbs and all the traps of it's not the way I want it, it's not the way it shouldn't, why didn't it come sooner, da 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 da, and just be open. Open to the deliciousness that's being poured down on you, like a pitcher of water into a tall glass. Allowing all the distractions just to melt away. And from there, can you be objective and just view life, observe. You don't have to do anything about it. You don't have to make a judgment. I made a judgment about the restaurant and I made a bad experience for myself. Whereas I could have just as easily been objective and going, gosh, this woman's doing her job. It's stressing her out. I feel passion for her or compassion for her. Because once you finally get to that place of just allowing, being present, being open, and observing, you've made it to meditation. And from there, you can just feel you're getting everything you need. You can see how much of your life you spend in scarcity. And if you just move forward with that openness, that presence and allowing, you're going to get everything you need taken care of. Because the piece, for at least for me, is once I get into meditation, I am inches away of being of service. Because I think being of service is why we're on this planet. Doesn't mean we're enslaved. We're of service. We help people. We help people by example. We help people lift up a garbage can. We help people with our words. We help people just by smiling and being ourselves centered. And when I say self-centered, I don't mean like self-centered like you're just selfish, but self, as in you, knowing who you are in this place and being centered from that place. So in these last few moments, practice being that self-centered, in deep appreciation, in presence, in openness without barbs, and objective, sinking your way into meditation, enjoying all the deliciousness of life. On behalf of Maria and me, thank you all for participating, showing up, being an amazing energy, supporting us and loving us. So thank you and namaste.